unity. We believe that American patriots will not be free until we are liberated from the radical leftist ideologies, scare tactics, and violence.
Against the stream, it don't matter what race or creed or color. Love this land and you're my brother. That ain't place to know your stand. If you say you can't breathe, I'll show you we can. Ain't never gonna stop believing. We were born for freedom. We were born for freedom.
Back down. We will not cower in fear. We're not going to hide any longer. Our president will be reelected. Our police will be backed. And our sanity will be restored. Power to the Patriots!
Hello. Hi, guys. Let's wait for some more people to get into the chat. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? Everyone good? My eyes are hurting so bad. They were just red and watery. And gave me a migraine and I can't stay awake. So I probably have resting bitch face. And that's nothing unusual. But now there's a reason for it. All right, all right, all right. We got a lot of stuff to cover. So let's get some more people in. Let me share the stream. You guys share the stream too. And you guys can call in tonight if you want to. You can call in on Skype. Let me put the Skype in the comments. Let me put this on Telegram first. Guys, share the live. Let's get some people in here. You know YouTube be fucking with me. We got lots and lots and lots of Patriot announcements. Some good ones, some positive ones. We got a little victory on Antifa. And it involves OnlyFans. You're not going to want to miss this. Got to stay to the end for that. Hi, Joe. How are you? All right, we got a few people in. Let's get some more people in. Put it on Parlor. How are you doing, Joe? And Gab. And I gotta get you guys the Skype. If it doesn't work, I'll just give you guys my business number. Oh no, where is it? I have it. Hold on. Here we go. There it is. Copy and paste. Oh, I'm all right. Just a lot of stress the last couple days and just feeling very, very drained. And I think it's allergies too. It's fucking up my energy big time. Come on, guys, share the live, share the live, share the live. Got my Jericho green shirt on. I don't like the way these Teespring shirts fit, though. They put the logo too far down for the women's shirts. I don't like that. Can't see it. All right, cool. We got a 7. We got a 7. Can we get an 8? Can we get an 8? Can we get a yo? You give me a triple on that 12. I'll take a triple. All right, come on, guys. I'm rolling dice here. We got lots of announcements. Okay, we'll just start anyway. All right. So, why did I get a strike and haven't been able to post for a week? And I'm not blaming her, but I'm saying this as just how funny and like petty YouTube is, because she got her main channel taken down. She got her backup channel taken down. So then I posted one of her videos and it was fine. And then I posted another one of her videos, and before it even aired, they gave me a strike for it. So last Saturday, I posted one of Verstein's videos and it was fine. You guys all saw it. There's views and comments on there. And then I uploaded it to and scheduled the next one for Sunday, which would have been exactly 1 week ago. And I uploaded it on Saturday, and that's when I got the strike. So, like, either voice recognition, facial recognition, or whatever. I mean, I didn't put no hashtags. I didn't put her name in the description. I didn't put anything that she was talking about in the description. But that's how I got the damn strike. So we're going to have to find another way to sneak her on the channel. Maybe if I do more videos of her and I together, maybe that'll help. Excuse me. Okay. We've got some awesome patriots who are running for public office, and I just wanted to introduce you to a couple of them. So the first one, I actually met this gentleman at Amp Fest in Florida, and we were partying in the same hotel room with several other names that you might know, but I'm not going to expose everybody. And he's really nice, and he's really funny, actually. I love his vibe. I love his personality. He's so cool. He's one of them cool, calm, and collected type of guys. And he's just very charming, very articulate, very passionate about this. Without further ado, if you are in Pennsylvania, you definitely want to be You definitely want to pay attention to this. This guy is here to save the world, and I'm all for it. Here we go. Meet Bobby Jeffries.
The tale of America is the greatest underdog story in the history of the world. That story began right here in the great state of Pennsylvania. But lately, things haven't been as great as they should be. The radical Democrat Party and their allies in the corporate mainstream media and big tech are doing everything in their power to ensure that that history is erased forever. Our problems will not be solved with socialism, cancel culture, censorship, nor the erosion of our constitutional rights and our civil liberties. That is not America. We were well on our way back to a great American Renaissance before they shut down our economy. We have to treat the resources God gave us as the blessings they truly are. Our prosperity depends upon this. Thousands of jobs were lost here in Pennsylvania because Joe Biden and the Democratic Party canceled the Keystone Pipeline. America needs to be energy independent if we're going to meet the challenges of this new decade. Returning America to the manufacturing juggernaut that it once
So Bobby Jeffries, that's how he introduced himself. Bobby Jeffries. Hi, I'm Bobby Jeffries for Senate. He's so funny. He was so funny when I met him. I liked him a lot. So make sure if you are in Pennsylvania, you are spreading the word about this guy. Even if you're not in Pennsylvania, we need people like him that can be an inspiration to getting other people out of the black pill funk of feeling like you can't do anything because we can't get Hillary in jail. We can't put we can't, hang these governors for treason. We can't hang these mayors for treason. We've been trying. Okay. We can't do anything about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris being in, and that's an ode to Axe Truth. That's what he calls her. We can't do anything about that. But I am super excited about everyone who's running on the local level and trying to unseat, corrupt Democrats and Republicans. So Bobby Jeffries for senator. Bobby Jeffries. He looks like a Kennedy, doesn't he? Like his face, he looks exactly like a Kennedy. I think he's going to do really well. Just he looks the part, he acts the part. We also have, and I just interviewed this young lady. I kind of have slacked on my editing recently because it's just been too much, working a new job, and then I'm no longer at that new job, but then I got another job 45 minutes later across the street. That was kind of cool. We've got Donnie Anthony. She is running for mayor in Arlington, Texas. And let me go ahead and pull up her website for you. So this is Donnie Anthony. There she is. And it's crazy because I think she first followed me on Twitter and I followed her back. Or I don't know. I don't know which one. I don't know who followed who first, but I noticed her very early in my Twitter experience, which basically only started uh last August. I didn't want to be on Twitter before that, but then once I went viral, I realized I needed to be on every platform. So let's look at one of her videos. Who is Donnie? Donnie is a fervent activist who promotes American values, defends the First and Second Amendments, and stands up against hateful behaviors and divisive speech. She currently co-leads the two community groups that promote community involvement through various social and activist events. She has been an outspoken defender of these values and respect for our country, our flag, and our citizens, both through community involvement, her social media presence, as well as public speeches throughout Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas, Fort Worth areas. For years, I've watched the government behave differently than I expected. My education taught me that the Constitution was the law of the land, that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their creator, you know the thing, with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Today, these rights appear to be only words. The government has decided to take the creator's place, and now they are dictating our every move. Are you starting to notice that pattern too? I have, and have decided enough is enough, and it's time for someone to do something about it. I decided to stop preaching about it and start doing something about it. So let's listen to one of her videos.
Beach or the mountain? I want to say the mountain.
All right, I don't know if those are just silly questions. But no, she has more videos on here. Let's see. Thought she did. Media, maybe that's it. Here we go. Here we go. Oh shit, she was on Blaze?
Who is running for mayor of Arlington, Texas. Now, Arlington's where they have a lot of our DFW sports teams. The Cowboys are based in Arlington. The Rangers, right? We've got Six Flags in Arlington. So it's a bustling, happening kind of place. And Donnie, you came to our attention because our audience made us aware of you about was this a month ago when we saw this really simple ad on Twitter. Look
at that.
We are not a democracy. Donnie for mayor of Arlington, Texas.
Which is Pat Gray's mantra. I mean, that's how he goes through life.
I've been screaming about that for a long time. What made you do that for a commercial, for a political commercial?
Well, I keep seeing people talk about democracy all the time. Even Ted Cruz does it. I'm like, stop saying it. It's,
Right.
in commercials, everyone's doing it. So it's like a brainwashing mechanism, I think, so people can start thinking that we're democracy when we're not.
Yes, that's why it's so important to correct that, because in fact, the way they use it is code for socialism. I mean, they're trying to make this a democratic socialist nation, and so that's their effort to get everybody used to it. So tell us a little bit about your background. Where do you come from? What caused you to run for mayor?
I'm from Indiana.
Okay.
I've been working since I was 16 years old. So the first time I got my first pay
Okay, so we can't talk about the election. We're not allowed to talk about the election. Not allowed to talk about, and we're just gonna try to keep my channel on as long as possible until they finally discover me talking all this shit and kick me off. Okay, so go support Donnie Anthony for mayor. Go support Bobby Jeffries. I'm super excited for both of them. And they're both young. I think Bobby is 28 and Donnie's 33. So these are, the millennials, we got some good ones. We got some good ones. All right, moving on. I am back on Instagram. Yes, follow me on Instagram. Let me put that up right now. Let me fix this. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's a 22. Pew, pew, pew. By the way, it's the 4-year anniversary of the release of that song. And Auntie Hammy on Instagram is celebrating her success. So go follow Auntie Hammy on Instagram if you like the pew 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 later. So I am Red Pill TV 1 on Instagram. Also have a Red Pill TV 1 what am I trying to say? Twitter account too. So that's for all of us to collectively use. So it's going to be me, Matt, Max. I've got some new guys coming in to do some more sports coverage. Plus Verstegen and Axe Truth. So we'll all collectively be using it to promote one another. So I finally have a village. How do I turn Telegram off? We're gonna get to what was sent to me on Telegram later, and you guys are not gonna want to miss it because it involves cam girls. It involves cam girls and Antifa. It's a juicy story. Okay, so I'm back on Instagram, and of course, I'm following pretty much all kinds of things. I'm keeping it variety. I think if I just follow conservatives and conservatives just follow that profile, that it's gonna get censored. So I'm trying to keep a wide variety of people and subjects and hashtags and stuff that I follow that are just like all kinds of stuff, comedy stuff, sports stuff, just lifestyle, TikTokers, whatever. But Ian Smith of Atilis Gym out in New Jersey, you guys have seen his face. You know who he is. You've watched over this past year how hard he's been fighting to stand up to the system, to stand up to Governor Phil Murphy, Knucklehead Murphy. And I'm just really proud of him because he never stops and he's never giving up. And he's just, he's a source of inspiration and strength to all of us. So let me pull up something that he's got. Something that he put up on Instagram. Okay. How do I start it at the beginning? Fuck. It's been so long that I've used Instagram. I forgot how to use Instagram. Come on, unmute.
And the Camden County prosecutor indicted Frank and I on 7.
No. Hold on.
Hey guys, quick update from Atilis Gym Belmar. This month, Governor Murphy and the Camden County prosecutor indicted Frank and I on 7 new criminal contempt of court charges. It's a major escalation from where we were. We've been in the civil courts, and we've actually already been convicted of civil contempt of court for when we removed the doors and kicked the boards down. So now we're being charged criminally, which includes jail time. Not a big surprise from Governor Murphy. He's shown that he'll do anything in his power to stop us. And as we continue to gain momentum, it doesn't surprise me or Frank that he'll continue the dirty tricks, even as the COVID narrative just continues to fall apart. Everything that we've said from the beginning has proven to be right. And we're around 179,000 visits to the facility as of today with no outbreaks linked. So we met with some lawyers. We'll continue pushing on forward, and we'll keep you guys updated with anything. As always, we thank you for the support, and we'll see you at the gym. Hey guys, quick up.
Okay. So let me find the link. Let's send him some money. he does have a donation page. I think they're trying to raise $100,000 for all of this legal stuff that they have to go through. We got to send him some money. They do have quite a bit of merch, but for whatever reason, they're having a hard time sending it out. So let me find it. He needs help. They both need help. They need help big time. And I want us to make sure that where we lack in our activism, that we are supporting those who are fighting the good fight. So let me bring that up, and I am going to lead by example. So I hope I didn't leave my card in the car. Sometimes I leave my wallet in the car. I did. Okay, everybody write this down. The Atilis Belmar court relief. Looks like they almost have half of what they need. Okay, everybody share it. Okay, so hit the share button right there and then hit the donate button. Damn, I did leave it in the car. So let's push them through to the finish line. All right, everybody can donate $5. Okay, everyone can donate $5. And then let's look at the merch that they got. Let me put that in the comments. Did the screen share come up? I might have to do it again. All right, let's just look at the merch. All right, so supplements, and then they have shirts. Got wrist wraps, knee sleeves. This is a good one. I like that. That's a good shirt. I love that. I don't usually like buying merch, but we're going to talk about why it's important. As you can see, I've got my Jericho green on. We do need to support other people. I'm not a huge fan of what they got. I think it's kind of too simple. They need to hire the guy who did the Patriot Party graphics. They need to update this. Make it pop. Make it pop. So go ahead and buy some merch from these guys. Support these guys. There's the GoFundMe. Let me put that in the comments too. So everybody donate $5, okay? Here's the GoFundMe. They have almost half of what they need. So share that as well. Okay, next. Next. My girl, Angie Stanton-King. My girl, Angie Stanton-King, also started following her on Instagram as well. Her Instagram page is like way more savage than her Twitter page. So I highly encourage you guys, follow me on Instagram, follow Angie on Instagram, follow Ian Smith, Atilis Gym on Instagram. Her live streams on Instagram are fire. And she travels a lot. She goes to a lot of places. I noticed that, you know, she's still doing a lot of interesting, she's got the receipts. Let me just put it that way. She's got the receipts. She went to a gay club in Miami, and she went to a gay club in California somewhere. I think it was Los Angeles. And she was just kind of observing. And I mean, you can't set this up. You know, there's no way that this could be a ploy or I don't know, this isn't made up. Okay, that's what I'm just trying to say here. See, I can't even talk. She was going to like these drag shows, and there were kids there, And the drag queens were like interacting with the kids and like teaching the kids to work and walk and all kinds of shit. And she filmed it with her own fucking like cell phone. And I've been saying this for so long. I've been saying this for so long that where I first noticed it wasn't at drag clubs, because a drag club is supposed to be 21 and over, right? But for some of these restaurants that are hosting drag shows, you can bring your kids because it's technically a restaurant. So what's happening is these parents are bringing their kids either to try to, I guess, open their minds or teach them about gay shit or whatever, but they're getting the kids involved in the show too, which to me, bringing kids to a drag show is way too far. It's going way too far. And then having the kids on stage with drag queens, you know, picking up dollars, that's not cute. That's not cool. That's not appropriate. And I'm glad that Angie's is in the good fight doing that. And I've been saying this because, again, drag clubs, drag bars are 21 and over. But what I noticed in San Francisco, and this was happening in LA 10, 15 years ago, you got people bringing their kids to the pride festivals, to the pride marches. So I noticed this shit a decade and a half ago. And I've been saying it ever since. I said, this is gay culture, drag culture. It is not appropriate for children. If you're a gay family, then obviously your kids already know you're gay. So why do you need to bring them to pride? Why do you need to bring them around these dudes that are damn near, you know, sucking each other off, walking down the street, walking down Market Street naked, you know, or walking down Wilshire Boulevard naked, or Santa Monica Boulevard naked, wearing all kinds of crazy costumes, bondage stuff, you know, BDSM stuff, just all out in the daytime. And even, God, when was it? Maybe 2 years ago, even 2 years ago, I saw kids going to the Folsom Street. Okay. And if y'all don't know about the Folsom Street in San Francisco, if you don't know about the Folsom Street Fair, I'm not even going to bring it up because I don't even want to put energy into that disgusting shit. But Google the Folsom Street Fair, okay? And I'll spell it for you. Okay. There are 14, 15, 16-year-olds at the Folsom Street Fair. I mean, it's going too far. So, anyway, new news with Miss Stanton-King. She is going to now start doing events. She's putting a speaking tour together, and it's called the Real Talk Tour. And so far, they only have one date, which is May 2nd in Las Vegas. So you know I'm going to be there. I'll be live streaming from that. I actually called Angie on the phone, and she was super nice. And I told her that I would be interested in joining the speaking tour. I think that would be, I probably wouldn't be able to do all the events, but every now and then I could do one. And I'm just really proud of her. So she's going to be having, I think, Anthony Montega. She's going to be having Young Pharaoh. She's got Joe Collins. She's got, let's see who else. Her lineup is on. I thought her lineup was on here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so she's going to have, look, she's got Young Pharaoh in Houston. She's got Joe Collins on the LA tour. I don't know who he is in the middle. She's got Maj Torre, Anthony Montega. So these are some of my favorites. These are the ones that always get called grifters. And one of them, I'm not going to say who, but one of them I think is hustling. But for the rest of these, I think these people are really genuine and they have great ideas. They explain things in a way that we can all relate to. So make sure if you're in Vegas on May 2nd, which is just next weekend, that you go see. You join me. I'll be there. We'll all be there. That'll be fun. I think it'll be really cool. I also volunteered to help Angie with any graphics or editing that she might want to do. I'd be happy to do that for her. And again, go follow Angie on Instagram. All right, what else? Another cool thing that I saw on Instagram is a show that I think is really capturing, like, it could be a competitor against a lot of the entertainment that's out there right now, especially like with TMZ and E! Online and all the gossip shows. So this is kind of it's like a conservative gossip show, but they insert their own morals, but then they also don't go too over the top Bible bumping or anything like that. So this one is called Popalytics, I think, or Pop Politics or something like that. I can't even say this. I'm so tired. My eyes hurt so bad. This is something that Turning Point USA put together. And I think the value, I think it's got some good graphics. I wasn't crazy about the host, which is this chick right here. I wasn't crazy about her maybe like the first 5 minutes, but then when I watched the whole show, by the end of it, she kind of won me over. So she talks about celebrity stuff, she talks about pop culture stuff, but she brings the morality to it. And she's kind of funny, and she's really cute, she's really bubbly, she's very approachable, I think, for a mass audience. She's going to be a little too corny for some people's taste. She's a little corny for my taste, but like I said, I watched her, she kind of grew on me. Let's see if we can
What can we get the left to defend today? That's right, stabbings. Let the people stab. F the police. People have the right to be able to stab each other without police interfering. Today's entire episode is the Freak of the Week because I have way too much to say about the Ma'Khia Bryant case and the media spin around it. I'm Alex Clark, and this is Politics, Freak of the Week edition.
I said certified freak.
Freak!
7 days a week.
You know the truth about what progressives expect
making fun of Cardi.
Support the defund the police movement. They expect you to sacrifice your life for the cause. Straight up, the defund the police supporters believe that you should be willing to be stabbed to death for the movement. Everyone needs to be willing to sacrifice their life, just like George Floyd. Nancy Pelosi's words, not mine.
Well, again, thank you, George Floyd, for sacrificing your life for justice.
Why do I think they want you to be willing to die to push their agenda? I don't think. I know. After this week, it all became pretty clear. By now, you've heard about the Ma'Khia Bryant case, right? Just a heads up, the footage we are about to play is graphic. Ma'Khia was a 16-year-old girl attempting to stab another young girl in Columbus, Ohio, when a police officer shot her because she looked like she was seconds away from stabbing the girl in the pink who she had pinned against the car. Since the incident, Black Lives Matter activists, celebrities, and blue checkmark leftists across social media have expressed outrage that a white cop took another black life. I'm sorry, did this white cop not save a black life? You know, the one Ma'Khia was trying to kill?
Have you lost your minds?
Ma'Khia's biological mom says she wants answers.
Ma'Khia was named after a male prophet in the Bible. She was a very loving, peaceful little girl. She was 16 years old. She was an honor roll student. And Ma'Khia had a motherly nature about her. She promoted peace. And that's something that I want to always be remembered.
She had a motherly nature about her and promoted peace? Was that before or after she picked up the knife?
Kill them. With kindness.
Mom wants answers. Guess what, honey? There are mirrors everywhere.
Magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest one of all?
Micaiah was in foster care. Her biological mother didn't even have legal custody of her own daughter. I smell a phony looking for her daughter to become a martyr so she can get a payout. There's already a GoFundMe set up. Who's that going to? The family of Micaiah, who so clearly failed her that she had to go into the system? Money, please. My money. Some people are saying that it was Micaiah who called the cops to come. It's now come out that that isn't true. But even if it was, when the police show up and see a girl with a knife seconds away from what looks to be a stabbing of another person to death, what are they supposed to do? Ask them if they can pause the knife fight for a second so that they can ask some questions before they pick it back up? That's not how this works. That officer doesn't know in the moment who called or didn't call or what's going on. He has to make a split decision to save another girl's life.
Okay, so that's enough of that. But you can see, like, that's a really cute show, and she does celebrity stuff too. So I think that's like a great middle ground. It's a great, that show is doing what I'm doing. So Turning Point probably has a $50,000 budget for that girl. I have zero money, and I'm doing something similar. So I like her. Maybe I need to write Turning Point a letter and tell them to send me some money, and I'll make some shows for them too. That's a good idea, actually. I should do that. Oh, what else do we need to talk about? What else do we need to cover? I had everything written down. I should do that. Oh, what else do we need to talk about? What else do we need to cover? Okay. All right. So why is Joe Biden still asking for money? Yes. Oh, yeah, I got a lot of shit. Okay, why is Joe Biden still asking for money? So I'm still, like, you know how I'm always like, I want to know what I keep my friends close and my enemies closer. So, okay, I get the Biden-Harris emails. So now they've recruited Julian Castro to ask for money for them. Okay. Kamala Harris, okay, asking for money. The great thing about transformative legislation like the American Rescue Plan is that it's not abstract. You can feel the plan's impact in your own community. She doesn't even have good grammar. Like, there should be a period after that. Okay. It keeps getting workers on the job, getting shots in arms, maintaining public services, and so much more. But the fight for progress has never ended with a signature on a bill. That's true of the moment we're in right now, and that's why I'm reaching out to you today, Ginny. The American Jobs Plan is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to invest in our country, rebuild our infrastructure, create millions of jobs, and help tackle the climate crisis. All right, so I'm not going to read all of this, but it's like, what is this? They're the ones who destroyed our economy because their side had to just put everyone into hysteria for so long. You know, impose these terrible mandates and restrictions about who is essential and who is not. What do they need more money for? They need us to give them money to create jobs when we had jobs. I mean, they just keep asking for money. Why do they keep asking for money? I just don't get it. Here's another one from Kamala. Jill and I have been traveling across our country to share the details of the American Rescue Plan directly with the American people and announce our latest initiative to build back better, the American Jobs Plan. I don't get it. I do not get it. Why do these people, where'd the money go? Where'd the money go? All of Black Lives Matter went to Act Blue. Okay, to all of these people on here, okay, all of the money that they fucking raised from their dinners, all of the blackmail money that they have from, you know, all the ones that they know are fucking kids, okay, all of the fucking Ukraine money, the China money. Why do they need to ask us for money? Where's the money? It's bullshit. Bullshit. Okay. Oh. Also, I wanted to, so we have the Antifa OnlyFans story that's coming up. But before we get to that, I wanted to, Brandon Straka. Okay, so they had an issue. Remember I said that him and Laura Loomer got kicked off of, Laura Loomer got kicked off of Stripe, and then Brandon got kicked off of whatever financial processing company that he was with. But they do have a new one. So let me bring that up. Someone from the Walkaway team sent me, God, where is it? She sent me the new link. Can I find it? Okay, what is her name? I think it's Veronica. I think it's Veronica. I don't remember her name. That's how tired I am. Here we go. I'll have to put it in the notes. I can't find it, but I'm sure they've updated it on their I'm sure they've updated it on their main website. Okay, so it's give.walkawayfoundation.org. I think that's it. I have to find it. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have it queued up. Where did it go? Up Hunter Biden's nose. Seriously. Okay, so there's that. So Walkaway does have payment processing now that you guys can now have access to. So let's keep Walkaway. Let's keep them in our hearts and let's continue supporting them. The money does not go into Brandon Straka's pocket. Okay, there's a lot of expenses to be paid. Okay, there's a lot going on that people who don't have any involvement in what managing an event or managing a business or managing a brand, people don't have any involvement in that, are so quick to call everybody a grifter, but then you find out that they have 10 times the amount of money. So we're not going to say any names. But even with even with Officer Tatum, he's now him and Torres going at it or something. So I think I feel a red pill TMZ coming up real soon because people talk shit and it's hilarious. All right, so I want to tell you guys about this woman named Anne Spekhard. Anne Spekhard is a psychology professor at Georgetown University. And the reason her name has come up is threefold. Okay. Number one, I don't want to say exactly how I'm involved or how our paths crossed with this woman, because if I tell you, then I'm going to have to make you another red pill TMZ episode because I'm going to have to spill the tea about somebody. And I'm not quite ready for that. Okay. And if I spill the tea on this individual, I'll also be spilling the tea on myself, which I don't mind because, I invite you guys into my life because I have a lot of what I think are teachable moments, things that I learn as I go, tools that I've learned as I go. But I'm going to read you Anne Spekhard's, I'm going to read you about her. And then I think what we should do is we should crash her Zoom call. I think we should crash her Zoom call. And let me trying to bring it up. I hate that I have my email on one browser. I try not to use Chrome, but this only works on Chrome. All right, I'm just going to read it to you, okay? So Dr. Anne Spekhard is the director of the International Center and Study of Violent Extremism and serves as an adjunct associate professor of psychiatry, I thought it was psychology, at Georgetown University School of Medicine. She has interviewed over 700 terrorists, their family members, and supporters in various parts of the world, including Western Europe, the Balkans, Central Asia, the former Soviet Union, and the Middle East. In the past 5 years, she has had in-depth psychologically interviewed over 250 ISIS defectors, returnees, and prisoners, as well as 16 al-Shabaab cadres, also interviewed their family members as well as ideologues, studying their trajectories into and out of terrorism, their experiences inside ISIS and the al-Shabaab, as well as developing the Breaking the ISIS Brand Counter Narrative Project materials from these interviews, which includes over 250 short counter narrative videos of terrorists announcing their groups as un-Islamic, corrupt, and brutal, which since have been used in over 150 Facebook and Instagram campaigns globally. Since 2020, she has also launched the ICSVE Escape the Hate Counter Narrative Project, interviewing 25 white supremacists and members of hate groups, developing counter narratives from their interviews as well. She has also been training key stakeholders in law enforcement, intelligence, educators, and other countering violent extremism professionals, both locally and internationally, on the psychology of terrorism, the use of counter-narrative messaging materials produced by ICSVE, as well as studying the use of children as violent actors by groups such as ISIS. Dr. Spekhard has given consultations and police trainings to U.S., German, Swiss, Belgian, Danish, and Iraqi, Jordanian, and Thai national police and security officials, among others, as well as trainings to elite hostage negotiation teams. She also consults to foreign governments on issues of terrorist fighters, wives, and children. In 2007, she was responsible for designing the psychological and Islamic challenge aspects of the detainee rehabilitation program in Iraq to be applied to over 20,000 detainees and 800 juveniles. She is a sought-after counterterrorism expert and has consulted to NATO, OSCE, the EU Commission, the EU Parliament, European and other foreign governments, and to the U.S. Senate and House, Department of State, Defense, Justice, Homeland Security, Health and Human Services, CIA, and FBI, has appeared on CNN, BBC, NPR, Fox News, MSNBC, CTV, CBC, and in Time, the New York Times, the Washington Post, the London Times, and many other publications. She regularly writes for a column for Homeland Security Today, and it speaks and publishes on the topics of psychology, of radicalization and terrorism, and is the author of several books, including Talking to Terrorists, The Bride of ISIS, Undercover Jihadi, and ISIS Defectors. Her research has been published in Global Security. Okay, so that's enough about her. Why? Why did I just read you all that shit? Okay. This woman is holding a Zoom call, and she had a Zoom call a couple weeks ago, but I was at work, so I missed it. She's holding a Zoom call, and I think that we should crash it, because what she's doing right now is she's using all of her research, all of her degrees, all of her notes to create, when they say rehabilitation programs, we all know what that means. Okay. She advises Homeland Security. She advises the FBI. The reason this woman crossed paths with me was because someone that I knew, who was present 1/6, was manipulated by this woman and used by this woman to give up information, not just about what went on with what went on at the Capitol, but also talking about the Proud Boys. And I personally don't think that somebody who's a first degree should be talking to someone who has a resume like that. I don't think they're supposed to be talking to any media, certainly not some first degree person who's just been in for a short amount of time and is a part of the fraternity superficially. So this woman is basically, her intention is to basically prove that all patriotism is white supremacy, and that anyone who was there at the Capitol is a white supremacist or a right-wing extremist. But the reason she's dangerous is because she's the one who's going to be writing the evaluations, so that when these rehabilitation programs, if AOC ever gets her way, it's psychologists and psychiatrists like her that are going to be funneling the information. So she's essentially putting, right now, her goal is to put anyone who was present at the Capitol in the same category of being a threat to Homeland Security, like these jihadists and these ISIS people. Okay. This is where it pisses me the fuck off. Okay. So she's having a Zoom call. Let me get the link. And I think we should all crash her Zoom call. So I personally I've corresponded with this woman in on Twitter. So she probably doesn't know who I am, but she definitely let me find the Zoom. So like, she probably wouldn't remember me, but she might, so I don't know. But the point is, we should crash her Zoom call, and we should let her know that patriots are not terrorists, and that we've got an eye on her, and she's not going to manipulate anyone else into where's the fucking link to the Zoom call? She's not going to manipulate anyone else, and she's not going to gaslight us, and she's not going to do all this. She's not going to gaslight us into believing that we as patriots are extremists. Okay, here we go. So right now, oh, it says can't connect to the server. That's weird. So she has one at 11 a.m. EST on April 28th, 2021. I'll have to find the way to get the link because it says the link is broken. But, you know, she's using this one guy. I guess he's a fucking KKK dude or whatever. But I guess his name's Sean Gillespie. Here. Let me put that here. Copy. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm so struggling to keep my fucking brain together. Okay, so that's fine. You know, if this guy really is a white supremacist, that's fine. But the point is, she's also trying to fold in regular patriots into that narrative of all being white supremacists and right-wing extremists. And this frightens me, because this is what this woman does for a living, is she interviews people. She tries to make it seem like the only reason that they're doing crazy shit, if they are doing crazy shit, which to me, the Capitol is not crazy shit, okay? A busted window and trespassing, nobody, you know, it wasn't, we all know, we don't need to talk about it. But if she's going to be using patriots and trying to gaslight them and say, well, this person was abused, and this person has a drinking problem, and this person had a drug problem, and this person had that, like, well, you know what? A lot of patriots did, but it does not make our passion for our country any less valid because of maybe something terrible that happened in the past. You see the manipulation here? She's putting patriots on the same playing field as fucking jihadists. And then she's trying to create this narrative that she can sell to the government, that she can sell her books on, that, you know, everyone who's passionate about their country, who's passionate about their nation, who wants to see their nation successful has some sort of psychological challenge. You know what I mean? So she's dangerous. So we're gonna get her. We need to crash the Zoom call. I think it'll be fun. We'll listen to whatever she has to say, but when they do the Q&A time, the link came up really weird. It says it's not, I don't know. We'll have to find it. We'll have to find it another time. Childhood abuse, military service, and white supremacy. It's like, okay, stop. Just stop. Just stop. Okay, what else do we need to talk about? Okay. So here's a win for the Patriots. I think it's kind of funny. I just learned about this maybe an hour and a half ago. So there is a young lady who apparently is very active in Antifa in Portland, and she is using OnlyFans. She's using OnlyFans to wash money for Antifa. It is very interesting. So the links are here. I'll give you the links so you guys can look at it yourself. The 4chan link that I'm going to give you has it has nudity on it, so don't look at it while your wife is in the room. But the Gab post does not. So you guys can look at the Gab post, or you can look at the 4chan post. Okay. Warning, content at the bub link is X-rated, not safe for work. Hello, Antifa Alyssa Azar, high-ranking member of Rose City Antifa. Antifa Alyssa Azar, Rose City Antifa, major player in the Antifa world. Complete OnlyFans content is now available free and without subscription to some random person we had never heard before who's pretending to be her daddy. Because of the nature of the content, you will need a fake email to view these images for safety reasons. All content through the Bublup link is X-rated. Content was voluntarily placed online by Alyssa Azur, thus there is nothing illegal about the redistribution of the content by some random person we never heard of. Alyssa's public cell phone used to verify her main Twitter account, and you can see it right there. Consistently automatically going to voicemail, public email, alyssaazar@gmail. Alyssa has only 8 real subscribers to her OnlyFans account. That accounts for about 105 total of the 23,000. Her OnlyFans earnings don't fluctuate across months and would be normal. Additional subs and unsubs. OnlyFans earnings report, and they have the link right there. Antifa Twitter, you can see her there. Found her Instagram. And then Andy No talked about her too. I'm not sure how old this is. I don't know if this is new from him or old from him, but I think it's old. So this might not be new news, but the fact that they found her OnlyFans is new. Okay. Antifa weirdo makes $23K a month from her secret OnlyFans. Antifa is going to want some of that money. Note, we are also working that this might be money from a funneling method, since she used a highly visible organizer with Rose City Antifa. We are working behind the scenes to finish up the research. Yeah. So I think that is fucking hilarious. I think that is definitely hilarious. So she got she got busted through her OnlyFans, and they have all the pictures. I saw the pictures, so they are very graphic. They have all the pictures. So I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys go to the 4chan if you want to see the uncensored stuff. Otherwise, I feel like the Gab link is more than sufficient. It's more than sufficient. But I thought that was funny. Let's see. I think that is it. I think I've covered everything. Yeah, so, okay, so once again, we need to hit up the Atilis Gym fundraiser, so make sure you guys send $5. There is a new payment processing for walkaway, so everyone send $5. And then on April 28th at 11 o'clock EST, you guys have to crash this Zoom call from this doctor, okay? Because she's trying to put together research so that we can all be manipulated, and we can all be shut down, and our opinions can be equated to terrorism. And when people, because I'm not going, but when some patriots get thrown in the gulags, it's research like hers that she's going to be submitting to whoever is going to write the program for the rehabilitation. So she is a dangerous, dangerous person, in my opinion. Yep, I know. I know. Yep, I know, honey. I know. I know. I want to tell you guys the story of how she crossed paths with me. I want to tell you. I'm going to tell you eventually. But for the person involved, let me just put it this way. Like, certain people in life are going to dig their own graves. And I kind of want to let this individual dig their own grave. So I would rather just sit back and keep my mouth shut and just let them keep fucking up to the point where it's noticed by other people. And then I'll show up with the receipts. Okay. Like, I want this person to dig their own grave. And then when the time comes, or, should a certain DMV chapter president ever want, the receipts, I will have them. But until then, I'm going to keep my mouth shut about this person, because it's also kind of embarrassing for me because, I have this bad habit of being so empathetic and being so flexible that I attract some pretty shitty people. And I get them out of my life very quickly. Like, you're not going to get more than 2 or 3 weeks of my attention if you're crazy, and out of control. And, you have no self-discipline, and you're just a raging alcoholic who does nothing but seek attention. You're not going to have a whole lot of my attention for very long. But this person ended up causing a lot of stress for me, like way more stress than I've ever experienced in any sort of relationship or friendship, way more stress. So I do want to tell you about this, but right now we just have to, I just want to see how everything plays out, I want to see how everything plays out. Because if I'd have told you guys about the Angry Vikings when it first happened, you might not believe me. But now that everything fell apart, I got the receipts. And I still haven't done my Angry Viking TMZ. I promise. I keep promising I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it one day. But for the record, for those of you who know the individuals involved, I'm cool with Gator. And I'm cool with Jinsu. So let's just leave it at that. So that's kind of like why I'm hesitant about telling the story, because it's just going to make them look bad. But they both deserve to look bad because they're, they made a bad decision in regard to how they treated me. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Now's the time. I'm about to end the live. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me know. I know my energy's been like way down. I'm just so tired. I'm so out of it. I have no energy. I'm completely drained. Last call for alcohol. Make sure you guys go find me on Instagram. Get on my Instagram. You'll be supporting me, and you'll be supporting everyone else who's going to be on Red Pill TV. And I keep saying I'm going to do the Roku channel, but I haven't even had time to sit down and build the software for it, which is not an excuse. I need to stop making excuses. But we can start with the Instagram. Okay, so get on my Instagram, find me on Gab, Red Pill Rage, find me on Telegram, Red Pill Rage, find me on, what other sites am I on? Find me on Rumble, Red Pill Rage. Okay, I'm on all of the platforms. Parler, Red Pill Rage. I hate Parler though. I hate Parler. I can't do Parler. I mean, I've tried. I have some engagement on Parler, but not really. I have the most engagement on TikTok, to be honest with you. Yeah, find me on TikTok, American 5%, American 5% on TikTok. And then we also have a Red Pill TV TikTok, but nothing's on there right now. But you can go follow just to get started. All right, everyone, have a good night. Have a good night. Thank you, thank you, thank you.